Welcome back, YouTube. General Soul back with Lunar, Eternal Blue Remastered. After leaving the Blue Spire with Lucia, having her cursed by Zophar and narrowly escaping Leo, return to Gwen's hut, heal if you wish, and now we need to figure out what we need to do to break this curse on Lucia. Okay, take it to the couch. By the way, where does everybody sleep? Does one sleep on the couch and one sleep on that little mat on the floor up the ladder? I really haven't seen any beds. Okay. You do that, Grandpa. I hope you didn't get attached to Gwen, because after you leave the Blue Spire, he's not a part of the party anymore. We will never see him again. Anyway, talk to Lucia. Alright, so she's not doing too good, is she? Yeah, I don't get the feeling that she's a destroyer. I mean, she's a destroyer of monsters, or she was. Well, we do gotta get you cured. I appreciate the commitment, Lucia, but yeah, you are in no shape. Yeah, we kind of gathered that, but you are most definitely not in any shape to be going anywhere until we figure out how to break this curse. Oh, so Zophar is the destroyer. I wonder why Leo thinks Lucia is the destroyer. I mean, apparently he was told that by Althena, but why would she be confused on who's the destroyer? Doesn't make sense. Maybe, well, Leo is kind of hard-headed and he hears what he wants to hear, so maybe he heard destroyer and then heard Lucia, and she was trying to tell him Lucia is going to help, and he just like, Lucia is the destroyer! I will destroy her! Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's kind of an idiot. Very much an idiot. He's not kind of an idiot. He is an idiot, but anyway. So, what are you saying? Alright, talk to her again, and yeah, well, it kind of seems that way. What's up? Oh, great, yeah, so what do we do then? A priest with special training and exceptional power. Do you happen to know one? I'm betting Grandpa Gwen knows one, huh? Yep, they're at Ronfar in Larpa. Okay. How far is Larpa? Alright, so you knew his father. Alright. Oh, so it's just across the lake. Well, how do we get there if we can't go by... Oh, okay, we'll take the boat. We have a boat? We have a boat? Where do we have a boat? Wow, he's pretty nimble for an old guy. Oh, so that's a boat down there. I did not know that. Cool. Alright. Come on, Lucia. We gotta get you to Larpa, so... Yes. It's an excuse for you to be close to me. I mean, let me help you. Shut up, Ruby. Ruby, one, we are different species. Yeah. Ruby, I think you're setting yourself up for a fall. And don't take things so literally, Lucia. No, Ruby, I think you're the dense one. Alright, so we want to leave. Oh, there's Gwen. Alright, help you down the stairs. Wait, what do you mean? You're not coming with us? I just said that. Yeah, so yeah, he's too old to help us out. So yeah, we literally are never going to see Gwen again. You always wanted to go on an adventure, hero. Don't chicken out now. Plus, you might get lucky with Lucia. Alright, Ronfar and Larpa. So we leave, and here's the boat. And I'm sitting here waiting for the boat to just take us to where we need to go. No, you control the boat. There's only one way to go. So head up to the pier. It takes me a second to figure out how to get out of the boat. Press circle when you're next to the pier, and you'll exit the boat. Alright, so head around this mountain pass, and this must be Larpa. Well, let's check it out. So, Larpa, the town of gamblers and thieves. Joy. Alright, we have a store right here that has weapons, armor, and items. Woohoo! Okay, so we need to find out where this Ronfar is. We might as well ask around, but first let's buy some equipment here. Wow, child labor? That's not good. Oh, okay. So it's still child labor, but not as bad as they're saying. Alright, so we can get a short sword. With the short sword, Hero will have more attack power, but he's going to lose some of the agility and speed, and he's also going to lose that second hit. So your choice on if you want to use a weaker weapon that allows him to hit twice, or a stronger weapon where he's a little bit slower but he does more damage. I go with the short sword. We also get a piece of armor and headgear for him, so that'll help him out. So yeah, he loses speed, agility, but he gains a lot of attack, and he loses the attack number of attacks. Get some defense up with our armor and our helmet, and we're going to go ahead and sell our old gear. Now, we have some equipment. We saw a mace there, and Hero cannot equip that mace, which means we might be getting a new party member. But first, we got to find this Ronfar guy. A filthy dog? He's a priest. Wait, what? Are there two Ronfars? Loaded dice? What? You must be confused. Ronfar's a priest. Anyway, right here, Angel Tear at the chest. We can heal up. And a lot of these people, they're going to like talk about like trying to scam you or anything. Don't worry about it. No one's going to try and take your money or anything. We can talk to everybody, no problem. We're going to save the bar for a little bit later, though. We need to find Ronfar. So everybody's saying Ronfar is some kind of gambler, possibly cheating, and a lot of the women think that he's like the hottest guy in town, but that's not what we were told to be looking for. We're supposed to be looking for a priest. There has to be two Ronfars. Alright, this is the sanctuary for Althena's chosen. Alright, so, alright. Ronfar would be here then. This is basically the church. Alright, we can go inside and look for Ronfar. Yeah, do you know Ron Farr? He should be around here somewhere. What? What are you talking about? What? Okay, that's weird. He's supposed to be a priest. Pentagoulia is the holy city, huh? Alright. Oh, but they only allow certain people in there. Lucia, don't get any ideas. So we will start seeing churches inside towns in Eternal Blue, but unlike in Silver Star Story, where just interacting with the statue heals you for free, if you go into a church and try and interact with the statue, they want you to pay for services. And it's basically the same thing you can get for free at the statues outside of the church in town. So I have never paid to use the statues in town because I'm like, why would I pay for what I can do for free? But yeah, we are quickly starting to see that the people of the church aren't as idyllic as they were in Silver Star Story. They're very much about give us your money. And apparently Ron Farr has left the Chosen and become a gambler. So everyone that was talking about Ron Farr, they weren't talking about another Ron Farr. They were talking about the Ron Farr. So that's very interesting. I wonder what happened. Now, does he lose his priestly powers if he's left the church? Behind the church, though, is a chest with a herb, so grab that real quick and go back in. Nothing else we can do out here at the moment. Let's continue talking to people around town, though. So this is Ron Farr's house. Okay, he used to be a priest. Okay. We don't know why he left, but apparently he's become a gambler. But apparently some people are saying he is still able to cure things. There's a note here. LM. Who could LM be? Huh. Alright, so this is Ron Farr's house, but he doesn't appear to be at home right now. Well, let's ask around and see if we can figure out where he could possibly be. Okay, this guy right here. Remember him for later. This is going to be important for trophies. They kind of made it seem like things were going to get better in the world at the end of Silver Star's story, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Or at least with Larpa. I mean, this does not seem to be a very good town. Wow, lots of bribes. No money for prisons or schools, though. We want you uneducated and on the streets. Gotcha. Alright, we have this chest right here that contains a saucepan lid. We're going to equip that on Hero for a shield until we get something better. 2 points of defense, not bad, not bad. Alright, so if you haven't figured it out from talking to people, this is the mayor's house. Mayor's supposed to know everything, so maybe we can go up there and get some information on what Ronfar could be. So we still don't know where Ronfar is. Now we know he's an ex-priest. He's left the church, but he's a gambler. And they see, well, there's nowhere else to check, but everybody keeps saying, like, check gambling dens and pubs. Well, only place we haven't been to is the pub. Are you Ronfar? No, you're not Ronfar. You're trying to rip people off. Where could Ronfar possibly be? Well, you're the only person we haven't talked to. Wait, you have a profile picture. So You're not Ronfar, you're saying. Okay, well, you're somebody important. But who could you be? Wait, Rolly, you're a gambler. Yeah, if you came and talked to him the first time and then left, he's telling you he's not Ronfar. If you come back and talk to him, we established that, yeah, this is Ronfar.
So, you're looking for Ronfar, huh? What do you want with that useless deadbeat? That might even be too nice a word. Man, I can't believe he was ever a priest for Althena. Anyway, I'll tell you where your guy is if you beat me in a game. Cause there's only one thing I've found I can put my trust into. These babies!
Alright, so he wants us to play a game of dice. This is just like with Brett and Silver Star's story. It doesn't matter what you pick. You're always going to lose because he's cheating. So, even odd doesn't matter. It's always going to roll the opposite of what you pick. You can play this as many times as you want. Thankfully, you're not actually spending money for this. So you can keep going and keep going and keep going, but you're never going to win. So what you want to do is just say, yeah, I'm not going to win this, and then talk to him again to continue the story. Alright, so Ronfar may not be as much of a jackass as people think he is. I mean, he immediately wants to help Lucia. That's good. Alright, so we've already established where his house is, so we need to just head over there now. We've talked to everyone in town. There he is. He's waiting for us. I don't know why his little sprite, when he has his arms crossed, make it look like he's got a beard, but he doesn't have one. It's just a little something there. It always looks like he has a beard with his sprite. Alright, well, let's see what we're doing here. We've been told that you would be able to help Lucia, Ronfar, and we're hoping we were told correctly. It's probably not important who LM is. We're probably never going to meet this person. Alright, so we come up here to continue the story, talk to Ronfar. Yeah, those priests are kind of fake. Talk to him again. Yeah, well, we've been told that you have the power to help. Someone else is here? Who could it be? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit, 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 shit. Ruby, keep your voice down. Oh shit, Romfar's gonna turn us in. Oh fuck, we're dead. We're dead. We are so dead. Dead men are we. All dead. All dead. Wait, he's not going to turn us in? Interesting. Who's Mari? Sounds like someone I know with blue hair. Okay, so we want to stay the hell away from the sanctuary. Alright, so we can do that. Hopefully Romfar can cure this curse. Yeah, why did you do that? You don't even know us. Yeah, but what if what we think is right is actually wrong? You didn't think about that. But yeah, I don't think Lucia is the destroyer. Alright, so he wants to know why we want to help Lucia and why we believe she's not the destroyer. Well, something tells me we better not tell him because we just got really horny when we first saw her. Yeah, Hero, that's probably a good idea. Alright, so he wants us to gamble this time. Now, this time, no matter what you pick, you will win. So if you pick even, you will get evens. If you pick odd, you will get odds. So he's still cheating, but he basically has decided he's going to help us, but he wants to seem like we had to work for it. But yeah, he's going to help us. Uh-oh. So we need to go to the sanctuary. That's where Leo is. Okay, so we need to go talk to Lucia and pick her up. And then, yeah, well, we don't know where Althena is, and you may not survive to get to her. So you need to come with us. Yes, it is very clear. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are my only hope. Alright, so we got Lucia in tow. Talk to Ronfar. He will join us. Now, if you want to, if you didn't buy the mace or another piece of armor, you might want to go back to the shop to buy those for Ronfar. This is a dungeon. So I just entered and exited. I didn't fight anything. As soon as I realized it was a dungeon, I left because we need to get Ronfar a weapon and better armor. So we're going to return to the shop at the beginning of town and buy those for him. You may want to sell one of your angel tiers so that you have enough money, because I was a little short. I was able to get one thing, but not both. So go ahead and buy a mace for Ronfar. And we just don't have enough money for the armor, so I'm just going to go ahead and equip that. We will sell one of our angel tears because I don't plan on dying often. And don't worry about the headgear for Ronfar. He will not wear that, so we'll give him that armor and sell his old armor. And then we're set. And we will return to the Larpa caves to get to the sanctuary. Alright, so we have two new enemies here. This first one is some Ultra Ooze. They're just basically stronger slimes. Nothing too dangerous. Ronfar has healing spells. He can cure conditions. And he has Anger Dice. So with Anger Dice, he will roll 2 die. And depending on what they come up to, he will do damage based on the roll. Now, if he gets, like, say Snake Eyes or double 2s or in this case double 5s, it's going to do double damage. And thankfully it doesn't cost much MP to use, but I'm not going to depend too much on the Anger Dice. Now later when he levels up, he's going to get a upgrade version of that called, I think it was called Destiny Dice. Now this one is a chance for you to actually fail and take damage yourself. If you fail, because it's going to be the even odds, you have to win. There is a trophy where you have to win 5 rolls. We have killer flies here. If they're spinning around like that, they will do a poison attack. They are faster than you. But they are also, Destiny Dice will kill them in one shot if you get a high enough roll. We rolled a 9 there, and that was 90 points of damage, so not bad. It will take both Hero and Ronfar's regular attack to kill one of those killer flies, so it's best to use Anger Dice on them. Just like with Silver Star's story, if you end the battle with a condition on, the condition goes away at the end of the battle. So we don't have to worry about curing that. This chest up here contains 500 silver. This is the only chest in this cave. And we just got a few more enemies, but we have seen all the enemies that there are in this cave. So we'll just clear all these out and get out of here. Alright, so we got this drop. Yeah, I remember we couldn't really go anywhere, so I'm ready. What are you talking about, Ruby? You don't jump, you just fly. Alright, I got you, Lucia. Alright. So let's go in through the back door. And be very, very quiet. There's an idiot right there. You do not know what you are doing, you moron. You really, really don't. Anyway, I did not go back down. I was actually going up, but the game decided to have me interact with the door again. Alright, so lay her in front of the statue, and let's hope Ronfar is able to cure her. Is that supposed to happen? Ruby, shush. Stronger than what? Stronger than what? Yeah, little background story for Ronfar. The reason he quit being a priest is because he failed to break a curse on this Mari person. Yeah, there's Mari. This is the event that caused Ronfar to leave the church. He failed to break this curse. So this curse on Lucia is going to remind Ronfar of this event, and Ronfar is going to decide to help. And again, this time he's not even got his arms crossed. It looks like he has a beard. His sprite looks like he has a beard, but he doesn't. What the hell, game? Decide one way or another. He has a beard on his sprite, or I guess it's his clothing, but it makes him look like he has a beard. Alright, so he's just got to try again here. He's going to try an even stronger spell to cure her. And this time he's actually going to succeed. So the curse is broken on Lucia. So she is no longer absolutely useless, just mostly useless. She doesn't have access to her super powerful magic that she had before. She now, in random battles, is either going to use a spell that will do some damage, use a spell on herself to raise her defense, or she's going to try and run away or hide. Now, she cannot run away during a boss fight, but she is not as super OP as she was when we first got her, so the curse is still there, but it's not going to kill her. Yeah, I don't think Ronfar needs to be with your money-grubbing ass. Alright, so, return to Ronfar's home, and we'll move along with the story here. Now Lucia's gone off again. She has this habit of doing this. When is she going to learn? So now we need to find her. So, let's go find her. We have no idea where to look. If you start talking to people, they'll mention that they've seen her around and eventually lead you to where you need to go. We're just going to go right there. But, you remember that guy I said to remember for later? It's later. And it is very important that you talk to him right now. Right this very second. This guy right here. Talk to him now. If you wait and progress the story, you lose out on Lucia's Bromide 1. You have a very small window to get this bromide. So, once you have that, you are free to talk to his wife to get information on where Lucia went. But before we do that, let's take a look at the bromide. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so she's just in her outfit, just looking up at the sky. Alright. She's not half naked like the girls in Lunar Silver Star Story was. Anyway, talk to the woman here, and we will figure out what happened with Lucia here. How has Lucia never heard of singing? Luna sang all the time. But anyway, she's come to the mayor's house. So let's talk to the mayor. And she does not seem to be here. How do you know that? Okay, so you've been spying on us. Huh. Okay. Yeah, and? Okay. So you told her to go to Pentagulia by way of ship of Dalton. Alright. And? Not my problem. She didn't have the money. So, this is not as important as Ramus. But we're just going to have to give him 30 silver. We get no choice in this matter. So this is not like Silver Star Story where you have to pay this fee to get a bromide at the end of the game. But I wonder what would happen if we didn't have 30 silver. Anyway, so she went to the docks now. Sorry, I spoiled it. He's going to tell us. He went to the ships. Or she went to the ships. So, we want to head towards the docks to find Lucia now. So, head out of the mayor's mansion here. And don't go towards that big ship. We actually want... There she is to the right. So, we want to go and talk to her and we get another scene with Lucia.
I did not know humans possessed such wondrous powers. That shouldn't be possible unless Althena was the source of these powers. What a strange world I've come to. Its beauty is unsurpassed, and yet it remains filled with such mystery and emotion. Why is the flower so soft, and the snake so deadly? Why do some love, and others hate? Is this land of contrast and contradiction the same one that Althena created? The land that so far rises to destroy.
Lucia.
Hero, thank you for your assistance. I must go now.
What are you talking about? We're going together, right? I mean, it's our... Lucia, wait, hold on. Lucia, you don't have your strength back. Lucia, get back here. You stupid... Typical woman. Yeah, she knows what the right decision is, but she's got to go with her feelings. Typical woman. You don't have to miss me. Dude, I know I have a bromide so that I can look at it whenever I think about you at night, but still, I prefer the real thing. Damn, she's gone. No, Ruby, we can't. We're just going to give up, Hero? I guess this is game over. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess let's leave this place then. Oh, hey, it's Ronfar. She just left my life. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, she's going to Dalton. Oh, yeah. We tried. She didn't listen. Uh-oh. Leo's gonna be there. Fuck. Oh, God. Yeah, this is bad. What do you think we're gonna do, Ruby? We're going to Dalton. What's that? Which head are you talking about? Because depends on which one you think he's thinking with. But we now have Ronfar in our party. He is a permanent party member. He will be with us from now on. I am going to end this video here. If you're enjoying the walkthrough so far, drop a like, feel free to subscribe for more, and in the next video we will make our way to Dalton and see if we can save Lucia from Leo. See you guys then.